Hey, yo, welcome to another episode of the Wattz Effect Podcast, where we talk purpose, power, and the people walking in both. I am your host, DJ Reggie Wattz.
And I'm your co-host, DJ W.
Yes, sir. And today's guest is an artist, a coach, a designer, an entrepreneur, a father, and a husband whose story is one of creativity, faith, and redemption. But before we get into all that, let's learn about who he is right now. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Shadee Gilliam.
What's up, man?
Yeah.
What's up?
Man, it's an honor to have you here today, man.
It's an honor to be here, bro. Like,
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
I feel like royalty right now.
You are royalty, man. You are royalty,
royalty,
bro.
bro.
For real, man.
The feng shui. The feng shui.
Man, I've known you as well. Like I've always tell people that come in here, I've known them for like 10 years plus. And
Yeah.
I had the honor to do your wedding back in 2000
bro.
when it was 14.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
That's what's
So
up.
yeah. So it's been
that's
about 10 years I know you, man. So thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah, I
man.
appreciate y'all, man.
No
You know
problem.
what I'm saying? Had to come and bless y'all, bro.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? I did have something for y'all too,
Oh,
man. Like I want
gifts?
Dope.
He
I
comes bearing
I got
gifts?
some gifts, man. Like just to honor
This is the
y'all.
first. Y'all,
Oh, man.
y'all pay
Y'all,
attention.
The podcast.
Y'all pay attention right now, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, real quick. If they bless you with the platform, you gotta bless them with something. Like,
Exactly.
Don't
Oh,
come empty-handed,
And
bro.
you
Like,
already
that.
know we got the 7-7 swag on right now anyway.
Nah,
but
I
I'll
appreciate that.
always take more. You know what I'm
thinking
saying?
that the
Thank you,
size-
brother.
If the sizes ain't right,
Hey, that's all
I'll swap
good,
it
bro.
out, but
Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate
Thank you,
y'all,
man,
bro.
for real.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Thank you,
Yeah,
brother.
thank you.
You matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it out and see. So I'm gonna show the people.
I was waiting to see what
Yeah,
you
yeah,
did.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pull it out, baby. But pause.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. I know he hates
Don't
when I
start
say
that.
Yeah, man. Thank you, bro. And he got the size right, baby.
Yes,
God,
sir.
dog, and you
On
know
point.
me. What else we got to get back? I got to get it in there, baby. We got the and the socks, baby.
You know, little something,
Oh,
man.
I'll be on times like in the summer this summer wearing all these, baby. I promise you, be at the courts on that. Thank you, man.
Big time.
Appreciate
Appreciate that for
already.
sure. That's
Thank
love.
you, bro. But we like to always start off asking our guests where were they born and raised, man. So where were you born and raised?
Man, I'm from Charlottesville, Virginia, bro.
Charlottesville, born and raised.
Yeah, so my family is originally from Chestnut Grove, then
Yeah.
Asmont. I was born over Prospect. So I spent like my first 10 years over Prospect, bro. So like I was with like Melvin Grooms,
Yeah.
Augustus Anderson, like all those guys. We ran thick as Steves out there. Bro. Got older, and my mom and my stepfather got together, moved out to the county. So we spent time in Barbersville for a
Right.
while. I spent probably like 4 or 5 years out in Barbersville, and then came back to the county. That's where I, went to middle school and high school in Monticello and everything. But yeah, I'm here.
Word,
Charlottesville.
Ah, Mustang. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
man.
So take me back to life and how it was growing up. How was life for you growing up?
Oh man, life was tricky, bro. Like, early on, like I talk fast,
Yeah.
right? But I came out. Tell me what that's been. I used to stutter, bro.
Yeah, word.
Yeah, I stuttered
never
bad, bro.
Look, as you could tell, I'm stuttering right now.
Yeah,
I stutter to this day too.
I stuttered
so I get it.
bad, bro. So like growing up for me, man, like I had to learn early how to fight, dog.
Yeah.
Like, because like growing up in Prospect and you can't say fire truck.
How was you saying?
That's not funny. That's not
It's
funny.
not
but
funny.
it's
I'm sorry.
I'm talking about,
I
bro.
don't mean
To
to laugh. I'm
this day,
sorry.
I can feel myself getting stuck on fire truck, bro. Like,
Man.
man. So like, people used to make fun of me, dog. So I went to Johnson Elementary School, bro, and my earliest memories are like just me fighting at the bus stop,
Yeah.
or like, just being teased because like we didn't come for nothing. I'm government assistant, baby. So like we came off, food stamps and SSIGA. So man, like coming up, we didn't have nothing, bro.
Right.
My mom, she struggled, trying to raise 5 kids on her own.
Oh, 5.
Yeah, 5.
Wow.
So I'm the oldest boy out of the 5. I'm the second oldest child. So I have a sister that's older than me.
Oh, okay.
Then it's me. Then y'all know my sister Shanice.
Yeah.
And then my brother Landry. Then my brother Channing. Those are my mom's kids.
Yeah.
So my father wasn't there. So she had to get it out the rough. Like so, like she was trying to manage home and kids and work and keep a roof over our head, bro. So like, man, my earliest memories are like just us taking care of each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even when my mom remarried, her and my stepfather still worked. So like we'd be out in Barbersville by ourselves, just taking care of each other, bro. Right. So we all had to grow up pretty fast, and learn how to take care of ourselves, how to cook, how to keep the house clean, cutting the grass, mowing lawn, whatever we had to do. Like we had to just learn really fast at a young age how to take care of ourselves because they had to take care of home. they had to pay the bills, so we took care of the home while they paid the bills,
Right.
man. So my mom, I think she was married to my stepdad for like 3 years, and I was from like my 4th grade to like 6th grade, and then they separated. And then like from like 7th grade on, it was just me and my siblings. My mom was at work, so
Jeez, man.
yeah, we grew up really, really poor.
Yeah. Totally
I'm
understand
talking about
man.
I'm talking about like one pair of shoes for the school year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we played sports. So those my fresh
Basketball
shoes, my
shoes,
basketball shoes,
football,
my track shoes.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, I kept a pair of white forces with some shoe polish. So like, digi shoe strings with
the yellow, the bottom yellow, everything
I
yellow.
remember one time my mom, I went to my mom, I was telling her, I was like, man, I want a pair of Timbs. Like everybody had Timbs. I needed my size 54 jeans, my 5XT,
back
and my
in them days.
Timbs, bro.
Yeah.
And she came home, she busted her butt, bro, to give me a pair of Timbs. And she came home with some Colorados.
Not the Colorado.
The steel-toe Colorados.
Not the steel-toe joint. You can't walk in no metal detector.
Man, you can't do nothing. Dog, I was so embarrassed that they had the Colorado sign at the Tim's side. Because, you know, back then, everybody checked whatever you had on. The moment you walked to
you
school,
couldn't walk in with nothing.
you could not walk in without somebody like, yo, what are those?
I was about to say, we came up from the era of the what are those. So
you cannot walk in with nothing fugazi. So, like, I had the genius idea to take my mom's brand new shoes she just bought me, go to the store, get a spray can, black spray paint, because she got the wrong color. She got wheat, I wanted black.
Yeah.
I went and got some black spray paint and spray painted those boots,
do what
bro.
you gotta do.
Hey.
And I never wore them because the smell, my mom was so mad that I did it. I did it in the house too. This is like my 9th grade year, bro. I did it in the house, so the house smells crazy, fumes everywhere. And I just messed up her shoes.
Oh, yeah. That she worked hard to buy.
Man,
Right.
yeah. So like, I'd never see a pair of Timbs until I was old enough to buy. Until I was old enough to buy them, I never saw a pair of Timbs.
Dang, man. So those are the moments that really shaped you who you are today, man. For real.
Yeah. And I always had a eye and a desire for like fashion.
Yeah.
Like we didn't.
As we can
it.
see the swag on.
I think
Right.
that-
You know what I'm
You
saying?
came here dripping, bro.
I never had we never had it, bro. Like and kind of oddly enough, like I was always in like the inner circles at the school. So like the popular group, all of my homeboys, like I'm talking about whatever fad was going on, like where it was the Nelly patch with the jerseys
The
or whatever,
Band-Aid,
all my homies had it, bro.
Yeah.
And I never had it. I just had the dingy clothes from that I first had last year. Like and for some reason it worked. I got girls.
Because you got personality, bro. That's what it is.
I got girls, but it was just like it didn't like I never had it. So when I was able to start working, that was always a thing with me. It was like, man, I gotta make sure I got this like fashion and buying clothes as I guess as surface as it sounds, bro. It was something that I felt an identity in early on in my young adult years that just carried on.
Yeah. When you think about your younger self, what do you wish you knew?
Man, I think I wish I knew. Even to this day, man, I struggle with identity.
Yeah.
Like I think I wish I knew my heritage, like my lineage, like especially like directly like my bloodline.
Yeah. I feel you.
I don't remember. I remember my grandmother, my mom's mother being around. I remember my mom's father being around. He died when I was in the 6th grade. My grandmother died when my senior year of high school, but I never remember them like well.
Right.
My only memories of them are sick. You know, unfortunately, being in the lifestyle they live, you know, they dialysis and all this stuff just started taking a toll on their body. So I never got to see them in their like, healthy state. So they passed early, like in their 60s, bro. Like they passed in their 60s.
That's early, yeah.
50. My grandfather was 50 something. My grandmother was 60 something. So it was like
early.
they passed early on, and I never got to really see them. And so now I'm older, having these questions like, well, who were their parents?
Right.
And where did their parents come from? And who were their parents? And like my mom, she could only tell me so much.
Yeah.
And my aunts and uncles only tell me so much. But I was like, I just want to know that.
Yeah.
Like I want to be able to like look back and just see like, oh, do I look like my third removed cousin?
Right.
Did my great grandfather have his own clothes store?
Right.
Yeah.
Like I want to be able to put those pieces together.
Yeah. And we was here talking last week,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my battles, I say battles. I'm sorry, my friend, the military talk. Sorry about that. My good friend W, unfortunately, his grandmother passed.
Yeah.
But
Sorry
he
to hear that,
had,
my condolences.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
But what
But he
we were
was
talking about last week is
he's
just
been going
like
through her stuff.
going through her stuff. I saw like a whole bunch of pictures and a whole lot of like memories and stuff
Yeah.
that she kept.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, in her situation, she literally kept everything. I'm talking about every photo, every party favor, every bill.
Yeah.
She kept everything. So so looking at that as I was, moving her stuff out of the apartment, looking at all that stuff, it's just like, I'm seeing the pictures, and luckily she wrote on the back of like who some of these people were.
Yeah.
I might not know a lot of these people, but like I could start inquiring.
Right.
But one thing I wish I did was like go through that stuff while she was alive, so that I could figure out like, oh, so what's
Hear the
our
stories,
hear the
man.
stories,
Yeah.
and like figure out what the background of our
Yeah.
family, was.
Man.
You don't really think about that until they pass away.
Yeah. And I'm 40 in a couple weeks, bro. And it's like
Welcome.
but like
You ain't there yet.
Nothing matters more to me than my legacy.
Yeah.
Right. So like with my daughters, I'm like very intentional with how I talk to them, how I treat them, the things I expose them to, the things that I like, just the things we even have conversations about, because like my legacy matters. And I don't like, I've stained my legacy in my earlier years to the point where it's like I'm doing a lot of repair and rebuilding and, evolving and all these things. It's like, man, I just wish I knew, like, am I dealing with stuff right now at 39 that my great grandfather dealt with at 39? Like, to feel like, not necessarily I'm not alone in it, but it's just like, where is this stuff coming from? Because it comes from somewhere.
Right.
Right. And I'm a big believer like generational curses or breaking generational wealth.
Yeah.
And I just want to know like where some of these things come from, So I think if I was younger, I would want to know like more like my bloodline and my story, my family story. How do we get to asthma?
Yeah.
Like what did my grandmother and my grandfather have to do to sacrifice for that spot of land?
Right.
When they built that house there. So like things like that.
Yeah. As a younger man, what type of dreams did you have? What did Shad like?
Like high school?
Yeah. Just in general.
Man. So like me doing clothing and designing now is full circle because I started doing that in high school. So y'all know Big Will. So Big Will, he's like a second cousin of mine. But his cousin on his mom's side came down from Philly, named Plus Tax. Right. And at this time in like early 2000s, they were doing the jeans with the jerseys, the jersey jeans.
Yeah.
And he knew how to, I'm talking about, I've never seen somebody so creative in how he put them together.
Yeah.
And he came down one weekend, he taught me and Big Will how to do it. Took us to Michael's, got the glue guns and all this stuff and the paint. And he was like, man, you do this, get old jerseys and get people jeans and you could charge them. And bro, believe it or not, at Monticello, bro, I blew up. Like that's how I made, that's my first job.
Wow.
My first job was making jersey jeans. And then people were like, well, we don't want, the girls said, we don't want jeans, we want skirts. Here's an old skirt of mine, here's an old jean skirt of mine. And I would start like painting and acrylic in jean skirts and stuff. So like,
Oh, that's dope.
I made money off of that, like to the point where like the step teams, the cheerleading teams, whatever, they were paying me to do uniforms for them. Like, and so like, that's my first job, bro. So, outside of that, I just thought it was a way to make money, to be creative, because I love to draw.
Yeah.
I love art. But my dream was basketball, right? My dream was basketball. Like I never was properly trained. I was always the most overlooked person basketball wise. But like, if you asked me back then, like, I spent every day, all day long playing basketball, bro. I grew up over Fifth Street Extended. So like high school, it was like me, LT, Quentin Jones, a bunch of dudes, man. Brian Haynes, like a bunch of dudes we used to be around. We used to every day, bro. We spent the moment we got off the bus until 9 o'clock. We'd walk down to Azalea Park, and we'd be there all day long hooping. Yeah. We hoop every day for 4 years, bro.
Till the street lights came on.
We didn't have street lights.
Oh, no, damn.
So we outside in the dark. We walking back on them back roads of 5th Street in the dark.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? We just outside the whole time. My mom was at work. Like their parents were like, so we would just be outside all day long hooping. I played some high school ball. And then, unfortunately, my junior year, I was outside hooping one day, and we was playing on these courts that was across the street from my house, and it was a little bit like it was like 9-foot rims, so it was like we about to have a dunk contest.
About to go crazy.
But we played full court spots, so like people come on from Southwood, people used to come down from Country Green, and we'll all meet up there. I'm talking about 40, 50 of us. You know, we didn't have cell phones at the time.
Good old days.
Like, you know, we used to be outside. Like to get on the internet, you had to dial up. So
about that couple episodes ago.
So the only time you got to see each other is when you outside, bro. So we outside every day, bro, and it was the life, bro. And I was outside one day, bro. I was actually about to go interview for my first real job at Food Line. My mom was like, when I get home at 6, be there. I'm outside hooping. Bro, I went up to try to dunk on somebody in the fast break. He undercut me. Oh. I broke my arm in like 5 places. I had compound fractures all over my arm. So like bones sticking out of all places on my left arm. And that just took me out. Like I think rehabbing for that was like probably like 9 months.
Damn, bro.
Wow. So by the time I was actually ready to start for my senior year of hoops, man, only thing that was keeping me my grades up was the fact that I knew I had to play sports, but I didn't have sports. I didn't care about school.
Right.
So I just stopped caring about school. Like my grades were trash, bro. Like my junior year, they were just like letting me go for real. Like I wasn't doing no work. I had no motivation. Only thing I was going to school for was girls and weed, bro. So like when it came time for me to like actually hoop, and I was ready to hoop, I was healed enough to hoop. It was like a month or two before training, before open gyms, and they were like, I mean, you can come out and you're decent enough to make. I did the summer camps with them. Like, you're good enough to make the varsity team, but like your grades, you can't play until second half of the season. And by that time, we already got who we want in rotation. So it's like you're behind. It's no use of you even trying. Yeah. So I didn't even play my junior or senior year of hoops, bro. But I did have a couple opportunities to possibly play junior college and community college down Elizabeth City State and Lewisburg College. I was talking to the coaches there, but then by the time I was like knee deep in the streets, and before I knew it, you know, I was catching felony charges. Yeah,
and that's the turning point I want to get into, man, because every story has that. You know what I'm saying? So, and you've been very transparent. You know what I'm saying about you going to prison in 2012 for 2 years, man. What was that moment that changed everything? With everything to just shift?
Oh man. So before I get to the shift, man, I think it's important to like kind of go back to like where I started. Like exactly. So like again, my only thing that was keeping me like from doing stupid stuff was basketball. Right. Like I said, we play basketball every day. That's my only saving grace. So when I didn't have access to basketball no more, bro, I didn't have a father around. Right. And as a young man, I desired community. I desired brotherhood. Like I had brothers, but they were all younger than me. Right. So like me and LT and Quentin, we were like locked in for like every morning we at LT House playing college football before the bus stop. You know what I'm saying? Like we were locked in. I desired brotherhood bad, bro. And around the time I got injured, I started hanging out with cats from over Garrett. You know what I'm saying? So I got into that whole street lifestyle, bro. Like, so like they selling weed, I'm blowing, we selling, we out at parties fighting, walking over the, Hardy Drive, fighting them because they from the Hardy Drive. Like we doing all that stupid stuff, bro. Yeah. So like, I got into that thick, bro. Like, and I'm also like, a lot of people didn't know that even though I was living in the county, I was originally from, this inner city. So like, I was like, I'm repping Garrett. Even though I'm from Prospect, I'm just hanging with Garrett, dude. I'm like, nah. Even though I'm from Prospect, I hang with Garrett all the time, so I'm repping Garrett. So like, just all this stupid stuff, bro, that I got into. And by the time I graduated, bro, me and my homeboy, who was like my best friend from 6th grade, we got an apartment together over Rowell Hill. Back then, rent for a 2-bedroom like $600.
Yeah.
So we living, bro.
Yeah. If you got roommates,
man, we living. We living, bro.
Yeah.
So all the youngins from over Round Hill, a bunch of names, bro, I can name. Like our spot was the spot.
Yeah.
From 2004 to 2006, everybody named Mama came to our spot over Round Hill, bro. So everything you can imagine, man. We had dudes. I'm not gonna say the names, but dudes who got like triple life sentences for murders or crazy stuff was in and out of our houses all day long, bro, doing music. Like, cause music was the connector for all of that.
Yeah.
Like we were recording, doing music. So it's like people just in and out the house all day long, bro. So I'm involved with all kind of stuff. So I went from hanging out with Garrett dudes and now I'm finding myself, affiliated with gang members.
Yeah.
So now I'm not getting, I didn't believe in getting jumped in or nothing like that. But I was just like, I'm just affiliated. So like they felt like they felt like home to me, bro.
Right.
And so we were doing stuff together. So it's like now I'm unofficially like gang banging. Mm-hmm. And so it was the only thing that separated us was the fact that I was never jumped in.
Right.
That's the only thing that separated me and the dudes I was hanging out with. And so before I know it, a year or two to that lifestyle, I'm hit with 3 felonies for breaking and entering. Hit with some more felony charges, and then by 2009, bro, I'm served with like 3 indictments from 2007 on drug indictments. So it was just like life just really. Like I'm talking, I graduated in 2004, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's not even 4 years, and I'm looking at like I'm already 5 felonies in, and now I'm facing 20 years off of these indictments. So man, like. When they took me to ACRJ that night off those indictments, no, it wasn't off. It was a misdemeanor charge I got caught on.
Right.
But like 2 nights in, they came up and served me indictments from 2007.
Damn.
And I'm like, bro. Damn. And everybody, me being young and dumb and naive, I'm like, they said, I'm about to go home. They called me up to receiving. Mm-hmm. And the niggas like, nah, bro. If you going up to receiving at 1 o'clock in the morning, you ain't going home, dog. They about to serve you some papers. Man, they don't got nothing on me, nigga. Bro, I went up there and they like, indictment. I'm like, man, y'all got the wrong person.
Can't even imagine.
Y'all got the wrong person. I did what? Where? When?
So were they watching you? Like,
man, they was watching me, bro. So unfortunately, somebody I thought was a brother of mine, man, he set me up. Yeah, and that's when J Task Force had all that stuff going on where they was like recruiting dudes who got charges and they was setting up their homeboys. And now they're watching you for a matter of time to see if you are building onto these cases and who else you know. So I'm literally, bro, like my indictment's from December 2007. They served it to me April 2009.
Crazy. Wow. So this is a lesson to y'all youngers out there. There is no street code. There's
none, bro.
There's none.
There's none.
And this was back in what time?
This is 2007,
it's 2007. Bro. There's no street code in 2025.
Nah,
okay,
bro.
If it wasn't then, it's not now. All
nah,
right,
definitely
y'all gotta
not
get it.
now.
You know what I mean?
So like, I'm talking about, bro. I literally went back to my cell that night, bro. Bro, I'm trying to fight to get a bond on misdemeanor charges. Yeah. I know I'm not going home now. I got 3 felony drug indictments. Yeah. And at this point in time, the court system is so backed up. I'm talking about there's dudes in jail, bro, that's been in jail for 15, 16 months before they haven't even went for their hearing yet.
Yeah. Arraignment. Yeah, good Lord.
It's like, so I'm like, so in my mind, I'm like, I'm not going nowhere. I'm at ACRJ until further notice.
Yeah.
And my nigga, I broke down that night, bro. I was on the phone with my mom or my sister on the phone. And I was just like talking. And then when I hung up the phone, I remember, bro, laying in my bunk, just standing at the ceiling. And I was like, I don't want to live life like this no more. Like I had been, again, this is my 5th or 6th felony. So like I'd have been to jail on like weekends or 30 days, 60 days. Right. But like now I'm about to sit it down until further notice.
Right.
I don't know when I'm going home. And 3 drug indictments and I have felonies, I'm thinking I'm going to be gone for like 10, 15 years. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, man, something needs to change. And I can't, I had my oldest was like 2 at that time or 3 at that time. And I'm like, man, I'm about to be taken away from her for a long time. I don't want to go back into the community whenever that time is, like, as the same person. So, man, that night, I remember that night, bro, I was like, God, like, I don't want to live like this no more. whatever it is that I have to do, I'm willing to do. Save me.
Right.
And it wasn't a save me for like, save me out of this situation. It was like a save my soul, bro, because I don't even know if I'm going to make it out of here.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm going to make it out of here alive because I've never been through this. I know that whatever I got going on, I'm going to go to prison.
Right.
And the stories I heard about prison, it was just like, I don't know if I'm making it. I need to be saved. So if I do die in here, at least I know that my soul is going to be somewhere, at least with God.
Right.
So, bro, like literally, I went to bed that night. I gave myself to Christ that night. And I woke up and I was like, I was determined, more determined than I've ever been in anything in my life to start growing my relationship with God. So like my whole bid, I ended up doing 777 days, which is like 2 years and something like 3 months. Man, like I spent the whole time. You guys, anybody who knew me in there, they was like, man, like, listen, he played ball. He was struggling with whether he was going to fight or not.
Yeah,
Because you still locked up, bro. Like, I'm trying to live godly, but like, nigga, don't test me.
They gonna test you,
Like, so like, it was like that, but it was like, that joker kept a Bible on him, bro. He knew his stuff. Like, he was focused. He was focused. He was determined, like, to change his life around. And that's what I did, bro. So I spent that time really, I became a man during that time, bro. Yeah. I became a man during that time.
So what did that experience teach you, being in prison, like, besides being a man? What else did you learn from that, the whole experience?
Man, I learned, it's a couple of things. I think one of the main things that come to mind right now is, like, I learned how to, like, forgive people. Yeah. Like, it sounds crazy to say, but my homeboy setting me up was actually the best thing that happened in my life. Yeah. Because without that, I wouldn't have sat down in prison. I wouldn't have formed a relationship with God. I wouldn't be the man I am today without that situation. I would not have been, So like, I had to learn how to forgive him. Yeah. I had to learn how to forgive, my girl at the time who was in college, who, she did her best to like keep me notes and letters. Right. She's still dating dudes outside, and like she did her best, with the situation. But it was like, I had to forgive her. I had to forgive family members and close friends who I knew, and they knew that if the shoe was on the other foot, I would have done anything to make sure they was good. That didn't send me $1. Yeah. So I had to forgive. I had to learn how to forgive, like truly forgive people, bro, and still want the best for them. Like that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah,
like you can forgive and like, man, go on about your way, but I was like, forgive, and I know I'm about to come back. We got to see each other and possibly do life together again. And so I had to work through all of that stuff, bro. And then after, more so than that, I learned how to be disciplined.
Yeah.
Like there's certain things, of course, there's certain things where you're incarcerated where you just don't have access to. Like I can't be out here hitting shorties while I'm locked up unless I'm hitting the CO. Right. And I wasn't on that type of time. So, but it's like certain disciplines I had to learn in there. Like, so, I was never a real neat person until I got a car. And people say, oh, you're institutionalized or whatever. But it's like,
in the military, it's the same way.
But it's like, bro, I can't not make my bed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I can't fold my clothes like I'm in the military.
Yeah.
I can't be around dirty or messy. Yeah. Like it drives me crazy, bro. Like, so it's like certain things I learned about myself. Like I actually spending time with myself. Like, why is this frustrating me? Oh, because you're in your makeup, you have to have certain things a certain way. Like you're low key. Like for real, like you're low-key obsessive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? OCD.
Yeah,
so like, okay, well, accept it and do your best with that. Like give people grace who can't keep up with what you want to keep up with. And I'm in my, at 40 now, I'm like, well, if I want something done, I do it myself. Yeah. So like that's the mindset now. But it's like I learned certain things about myself that experience could teach me.
Right. I know you said you kept the Bible on you.
Yeah, bro.
So were there any scriptures that really got you through?
Oh man. So it's wild, bro, because it's gonna sound wild, but like I was never closer to God than when I was incarcerated.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, bro, like it was low-key legalistic. Like I was super like legalistic while I was locked up, bro. And but I was my heart was pure and I was very passionate about like what I was trying to do. It had no other alternative motives, but like I used to pray like, God, I want to be closer to you than any nigga that ever been in creation. Like, but I was dead serious when I said it. So like, I used to have these dreams, man, and like low key dreams used to come to pass. Like I would have these very specific dreams, and I know that was God, you know, guiding me through my process. Like he would show me dreams of what prison would be like. He showed me dreams of like a situation that was going to change the whole trajectory of my experience at ACRJ, where, you know, people who were doing stuff that I didn't know about, but I was in the same room with them. They get caught up in some stuff. Now I'm involved, and they kept me out of the mix because like I was the cool Christian dude. Right. Like it's like, oh, he rapping. He gonna do his raps. He gonna play ball. He hella cool. They kept me around, but they respected me enough not to involve me in no BS.
That says a lot, man.
Yeah, and these was real street dudes, bro. They kept me out of BS. So when they got caught up in some crazy serious stuff that went like national, I was in the same bunk, in the same room as them, and you know, I went to the hole for like 30 days because they would. The CEO was like, you have to know what was going on.
Guilty by association.
I was guilty by association. I'm like, I had no idea. And it also showed that they respect me enough not to get me involved.
Right.
Right. So like, but I would have dreams about these things happening, bro. So like, I had a dream one time of literally it felt like I was like in this heavenly realm. I sound crazy, y'all. I sound crazy.
No, this is real. Bro. Like, this is like, I'm big into dreams. Like I'm very big into dreams. Like
I'm enjoying this, man.
I'm really big into dreams. I'm like,
seriously, man, no joke.
I turned myself. I was like, hold up. But I had a dream like I was like in a heavenly realm, bro. And like this book opened up, and I heard a voice say Isaiah 5:5, bro. And like I woke up, I was like, I never read the book of Isaiah, and I didn't know it had anything but 5. So I was like, so it's telling me something. So Isaiah, I'm looking at chapter 5, but there's no other 5s. I'm like, chapter, it doesn't make sense. But then I was like, oh, I saw that Isaiah had like 55 chapters, more than 50 chapters. So I was like 55 and 5. And literally the scripture was like, God is going to bring you before nations because he has glorified you. And that, I was like, wow. Like I felt honored by God, and in my life post incarceration, like he has literally done that. And so that scripture was the biggest and most important scripture to my life, Isaiah 55:5.
Yeah, dope, man.
I like that. Yeah.
Looking back, how did that chapter that you went through prepare you for what you're doing now?
Oh man. So, you know, work experience wise, I was always into the service industry. So like growing up, having felonies, the only people that would set me was like serving jobs, right? So like, I did that for a while, but then in 2019, an opportunity came around with the city of Charlottesville through Mayor Kyle Walker, where they were looking for people with lived experience of incarceration to like train them and pay them well to work for the city as certified peer recovery specialists. So people who are helping other people transition post-incarceration to like recover their lives. And fortunately, I was awarded, you know, a training position, and then I was actually hired on by the city for that. So I worked for the Home and Hope program. So like Stacey Washington, Whitmore Merrick, Ramonda Jackson, we all were chosen for that position. So I was able to like really work with people who were coming home and just help them, you know, with basic needs stuff, and then also provide wraparound services. But like really just like, I know what you're going through, bro. Like I understand your frustration right now because when I came home to nothing. I came home to my mom's couch in a 2-bedroom house. Both of my brothers had bedrooms. I came home to nothing. So I had to rebuild my life. So I know what that struggle was like. And so, so that's part of it. And then like just the empathy as well, like being able to like empathize with people. Like, bro, I know what you're going through. I felt it. I'm here. You're not talking to somebody who hasn't been through this, and so I think those were kind of the main things on the front end of like how it's preparing me.
Yeah, man. So from that transformation became a new vision.
Yeah, man.
And that's what we want to talk about today. You know what I'm saying? 777, man. What inspired that name, man?
Man. So you know this, but like when I came home, bro, I was doing Christian rap for like I was neck deep in Christian rap, bro. when I gave my life to God, I was always rapping, an artist, and I never knew the other side of it. I was like, that was one of my biggest struggles. Like that was like, I want to write music, but now I love God. So like, what am I talking about? Like all I knew was what I knew.
Right.
But like I really had this eureka moment. It was like God was like, I can use that for me too. And I started writing music. I didn't know what it was. Like I never heard of Lecrae's or Andy Mineo's or anybody that was doing Christian music in the mainstream until like years after I was out. So I'm in there just writing music, trying my best to write music. Right. So when I came home, bro, I came home with books full of like just Christian raps that I was just trying to find beats to and do. So, you know, we did mixtape Grace Faith and 808s. That was like 2013, but I had 2 mixtapes before that. And then my debut mixtape was in 2015, which is 777. And I was like, I did these 3 mixtapes. I was like, but when I do an album, I have to like, my first album is going to like really like honor my transition, those 777 days. Yeah. So, you know, I just got real creative with the name and I had a dude that was in the music scene who was doing graphics. I got creative with how to do the 3 different ways of spelling it and 7 syllables all together. Yeah. So he came out with the logo that you see on everything. Yeah. He created that. And so I'm doing mixtapes. So then as I'm doing these mixtapes, I'm now getting bookings from churches. Like I'm starting to go out and like mini tours and do like get some traction to the point where I got reached out to by a booking agent of like one of the biggest Christian hip hop groups in the mainstream. He was like, I want to be a booking agent. Wow. And that also would propel me to be able to perform with my wife on stage of Lecrae concert in Liberty. Yeah. That connection. So
that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. So I remember seeing that.
Yeah. So man, like it was for me, it was starting to take off and it was starting to bear fruit. And so I will always have merch with me when I went out. So for every thing I did, I try to have a T-shirt, just a T-shirt where I could sell a CD, make some extra money. I was always like trying to grind while I was out. And for my debut album, I did the 777 shirt in black and white. Things slowed down music wise, but I had a lot of merch left over, and it sat honestly in my house for like a couple years, bro, up until like the pandemic. Right. And it was like coming up on an anniversary, my 7-year anniversary of being free from incarceration, and the idea hit me. I believe I knew it was God. God was like, bro, you have those shirts in there, like sell them, and sell them for $7 on your 7-year anniversary. And I did that, bro, and all those shirts sold out probably like 48 hours. Oh man, yeah. I probably had like 60 shirts, and like people just bought them. Just like I did a story about them. I do a long Facebook post. Yeah, I did a story about why it's so significant, and they sold, bro. Man. And right after that, bro, probably like a month or 2 later, Trump's cut stimulus checks. Yeah. Yep. And I was like, and God was like, how am I gonna make a little extra income? And God told me, he was like, man, like your brand is 777. That's just not an album. Like, don't box it to just an album. That's your brand. That's your story. That's you. And man, so I invested in some shirts. I invested a whole stimulus check that I got in the shirts, bro. I did the red and blue colorway. And those took off, and here we are.
You did it the right way.
You did
it the right way.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? You all these people going to jail.
I know PPP. Nah,
PPP. He ain't do it that way.
But listen,
he did it the right way,
real, bro. I struggle with that.
Yeah.
I do some homeboy. I had some dudes that I felt was like homeboys who was doing PPPs. I was like,
it was very tempting. We all thought about it. We ain't gonna lie, we all thought about it.
This would have came around in 2004.
We all thought about it.
I could use that 50 piece.
I'm telling you, bro. I ain't gonna lie, it came across my damn head. I ain't gonna lie, but I was like, nah, bro.
I just grinded it, bro, and the city and the surrounding counties took to it, bro, and I'm grateful for that.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, for sure.
So your music background, you said you opened up for some people, some major people. Can you elaborate on that?
So like I opened up for like what they were called the Breaks at the Point. So it was Ruslan and Belief. I performed on stage with Lecrae during my engagement. I opened up for like Kenton Jones. I opened up for John Gibbs. All these are like mainstream Christian guys.
Yeah.
So I was afforded a lot of opportunities. Open up for the truth. So just a lot. I opened up for a lot of the people, bro, and it was just an honor and to see how they approach music from an entertainment and artist standpoint, bro. And I used to take pieces of everybody's performance and start trying to go in the lab and and try to make it mine, because these were dudes who were been touring for years.
Yeah.
And I'm out here just 1-2 step with my raps, and they're getting the crowd involved. So I'm man, I gotta take that. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that, and make it my own.
Exactly.
So it was a great experience, bro.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's all the greats have done.
Yeah,
that.
I was about to say, everybody, finds something from somebody else, and how can you spin it to make it your own?
Yes.
Exactly. We was having this conversation. Me and my wife was talking about Chris Brown, and we went to the concert, and I'm in that debate with the people at work, Chris Brown, Michael Jackson, who's better? I tell him, but Chris Brown, he did pick up what he does now from the great. You know what I'm saying? And he used what Mike did, even in his attire that he wears on stage.
Man, exactly, bro.
That's Mike.
It all repeats itself, bro.
It does. Yeah, it definitely does.
And I'm a bit, even in fashion, bro. Even in fashion, I play with a lot of different logos. I might play with a Miri font, or I might play with the 7/7 series and take the baseball joint and flip it. That's what it's there for, bro. Use it and create and use it, let it inspire you. So that's what it if you look at my phone, my camera roll, bro, I got probably 12,000 pictures, and 10,000 of them are inspiration posts for clothes.
Yeah.
The rest of my girls.
So I want to keep going on this rapping thing, man. When did you first start rapping, and how did you come up with the name?
My first name is Shadee, so I just cut it in half. So Shad Gill is Shadee Gilliam in half. So I actually transitioned into that in 2015 because I was still going by my former name, but it was Nice.
Nice.
So Nice came around in my senior year of high school. And it's kind of crazy. I was listening to Doe Man's story. Not Doe Man, VA Doe's story about how he started rapping. He brought up snakes, and snakes actually has a big part in mine too.
Oh, right.
Because me and my homeboy, we started rapping, just playing with words and stuff in high school, but we never recorded, did none of that. I never knew about the MRC because I'm from the county, so I just don't know about what's going on in the city. So one day, randomly, we playing basketball. We go back over to Eagles Landing, and Snake is there, and he has an apartment with this dude named Travis. And he invites him in the apartment. I didn't know Snake rap. I didn't know he played ball. He's like, "Yo," he in the room, and they start recording on a desktop, and they had a mic set. I'm like, "What is this?" Yeah. I thought you only could go to a professional studio to record music, right?
Yeah.
And bro, he actually let us write to a beat. They're doing Ashanti's first hit single.
Yeah. Was it Happy?
It was either Happy or Only You or Always. Or whatever one I can't think of the name. But they had that beat, and we wrote to it that night. And bro, it was so trash. But they let me record it, bro. And that moment of recording, that experience of recording, bro, I instantly outside of my daughter, bro, I never fell in love with something so fast. Yeah. I fell in love that night, bro. My mom had a Gateway computer at her house. The next day, I was like, take me to Best Buy or anywhere. I have to buy a microphone. I have to buy a stand, and I have to find something to record on. Yeah. And I started recording, and bro, I fell in love. So high school, 12th grade year, we started recording, bro, and I'm talking about to the point where we got our own apartment together after we graduated, me and my homeboy Trey, and that's all we did. Everybody knew us just for recording. We literally record probably 5 songs a day. Yeah. If we weren't working, we were just writing and recording. Yeah. LimeWire, downloading beats.
I'd say we download stuff.
Illegally downloading beats. And taking all the Cassidy beats.
Yeah. Cassidy was a monster back then. Yeah.
Cicero?
Yeah, he was a monster.
Cassidy Cicero beef, man. I used to be in all of that, bro. That's a whole other story. But yeah, man. So I fell in love, man. 12th grade year. So my name came around. I was a Life Jennings fan.
Oh, okay.
So my music inspiration came from Life Jennings. So he spelled his name different, Lyfe. And I was like, and my homeboy, I don't know how he came up with the name. We was a tandem. So it was no me without my homeboy Trey. So we were grand and nice. I don't even know how I remember his name was instead for like grand finale or something like that, because he was from the moment he started rapping, Trey is still probably one of the best lyricists I've ever met. Yeah. He was like, bro, you kind of nice. And I liked the name Nice. So I'm going to go with Nice. But I wanted to spell it different. Just like my 777, like I just had something with like how I spelled it. Because my first name was different. Like my name is Shadee.
Yeah.
It's spelled S-A-D-E. Most people spell Shadee S-A-D-D. S-A-D-E. But like my name is spelled S-H-A-D-E-E.
Yeah.
Accent over
so
the
I apologize because I'm country as hell.
No, you good.
So I apologize.
No, you good, bro. But like my original name was, so I guess that was a deposit from my mom.
Yeah.
It was just this spelling of the name meant something. So Nice was N-Y-S-E.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's right. How that came.
That's dope. So when you record, man, like what's the process, man, behind your message? Like how do you prepare when you go into the booth and stuff like yeah.
Oh man. I think the last time I recorded was during that little Beefs thing.
Oh.
Yeah, like I don't recorded
like recently?
in a while.
Not the Charlottesville thing.
Yeah, the Charlottesville Beef.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
So you got to drop the link so we can share.
Oh, you didn't hear it?
I haven't heard it. And I apologize because it was just so much going on. I mean, it was like, but this
you're good.
So it was hard to keep up, bro.
No.
I'm telling you.
No, yeah. So like, see,
I need to hear it though.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. We'll do it before we leave here. But in my process of recording, I think my last album I recorded was in 2021. 2022. I released in 2022. Was Hindsight. So my process, honestly, bro, was like I just always listen to beats, whether I'm driving, working out, whatever. Like I'm always listening to beats. So like I'm constantly writing. Yeah. When I'm in that mode, I'm constantly writing. I haven't been in that mode in like some years, but I'm constantly writing. And then once I feel like I've edited and clipped it and spit it till I can't spit it no more, then I go in the booth and I have my home set up in my crib. So I record there.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you if you do your own.
Yeah, I do my own. So I do my own recording, but I send it out to get mixed.
Right. Because it sounds amazing, bro.
Man,
like
bro.
when we did the mixtape, man, I was blown away by the quality. I'm a big fan on quality.
Yeah.
So when I heard it, man, I was very
when you
impressed.
send the tracks back to me with your voiceovers, I'm like, oh my.
But it wasn't hard to do because it was already, you know what I'm saying? Like it was already pristine. Man, so it was very easy, bro. So thank you for making my job easy. For real. But how do you use your music to reach people who might not step into church, who are just not like, I'm not really a Christian?
Yeah, man. So it's kind of weird. That's a really good question because it hasn't been until like really, within the last year that has mattered to me.
Right.
I'm gonna be real, like, man, like, life had like altered my faith some, where like I just got lost.
Right.
I went through a real dark season of just being lost, like just again having this desire of like fitting in and being a part of something, even at the detriment of like my soul.
Right.
So like I got back into as a married man, bro.
Yeah.
I got back into like the party scenes hard and like just wanting to be out and like not really valuing, the life that God has given me with my family, bro. So like I was just lost out there, bro. So like people have seen a version of me, not recently, but like people have seen a version of me like the last 3 years that just wasn't a true representation of like who the man that I know I'm called to be.
Right.
And I went there with my music too. Like I would like I would kind of be embarrassed to say I'm a Christian artist. I was just like, man, I'm just a rapper.
Right.
And then people I'm like, oh, I do music. I do inspirational music. I didn't want to put a label to it. And I was like, why was that? And it was honestly because like I was struggling with my relationship with God, right? In 2018 and 2019, my wife and I, we had started trying to have children.
Right.
We had just got back together. So me and my wife went through an 8-month separation because of me, infidelity. And where I didn't know we was gonna be married anymore. And when we came back together, we had started working on children as we were working on our relationship, like through counseling and all these things. But we wanted to start having children, and we lost 2 sons in the process. Oh, yeah, so that took a real heavy toll on me, bro. Like, and a person who was there for me the whole time, I want to give him his flowers, is Will Jones.
Real genuine.
Been my best friend for a long
Amazing
time.
Guy, man.
And he was there for me, like him and another guy was there for me, bro, during that time. And I just struggled with my faith because I couldn't wrap around my mind like, God, why would you take my son? And why would you do it again?
Right.
Like back to back times we tried. So I just started like putting the Bible to the back of my mind, bro. Like people still knew me as like, oh, that's the church dude, but I was man, listen.
Yeah.
I was moving hella reckless, with no regard to God or anything holy. It wasn't like, as God started like, so our rainbow baby is Brielle. She came in 2020 during the pandemic. She was born on February 15th, the day after Valentine's Day. And her being born started to slowly heal, those voids and that darkness I was feeling, man. And then, Kai Monet came around in 2022, and then Alea came around in 24. So like God started, 23. So like God started healing those voids in my life, bro, to the point where more so recently, I have been really redefining myself, bro. Yeah. Like, because it matters. Like, it really matters, like, the person that I'm presenting. For my daughters, for my family, the things that I represent, my brand represents. Like, I had like imposter syndrome, bro. Yeah. Like, I felt like a hypocrite. Like, I'm talking about all this stuff, and I'm like, I'm the furthest from y'all. Probably the heathens are probably people who just don't care, like closer to God than I was, because like I didn't want nothing to do with it.
Right.
And more so recently, bro, I've been really focused on honoring God and through the way I live, and like in and out of the spotlight. Right. I have not been on the scene, bro. I've intentionally not been on the scene for like 2 years. Because God has told me, like, do not go nowhere.
Right.
Like, sit your butt in this house and let me work on you. Let me get all this stuff up out of you that the last 6-7 years have like just. I gotta get all this stuff up out of you.
Yeah.
And so right now, man, like that's just like my journey right now, bro. It's like really trying to get closer to God, bro, and like. And it's been a hard, it's been a hard journey, bro, because I had so much BS with me, bro. I had so much BS in me, and like with me, the way I thought about things, the way I handled people, the things that I was doing that nobody could see.
Right.
I just had a lot of BS with me, bro, and nothing matters to me more now than to like getting back to the person that God created or God has intended for me to be.
Right, man.
In my life, and I don't know what that is. Yeah. It's like I have to be obedient in the steps he's showing me.
Yeah. And again, big shout out to Will, man, because that barber chair. Boy.
Man, what?
Boy. I'm telling you, it's therapy, man. I'm telling you, me and Will have had some deep conversations.
Yes, bro. Man. Yes. He has been with me through like some of the lowest times of my life. He's been there for me, bro. Yeah. A true brother.
Yeah. Really is, man.
True brother.
But what's one song lyric that still hits you personally that you've written out of your archive of lyrics?
Wow. So I have this song, and it's kind of crazy how each question you ask me is kind of like I don't take nothing is by coincidence.
Right.
So I did a song with this guy named Dave Herring. He was he was the worship leader at the Point Church before he moved to California. So me and my wife, when we came back together, we started worshiping at the Point Church. And Dave he did music, so like he had this song with his album he was working on, I wrote for that song while I was grieving the loss of my sons. So that song is for me.
That's the one.
That's the one, and I was just really transparent and open about like how I view God, like the pain I was feeling, and I think it's a dope song. It's very eclectic, like it's different because instead of doing like guitar strings, he used like a banjo. Like he produced the song out of live instrumentation. So it's kind of dope, and he has some hip hop themes to it. Like he used a drum, a snare, hi-hats, but it's like it has a real like. I'll send you the link to that.
Please.
I'm intrigued.
I was very transparent in that place. And that song, it's called The Beast.
Yeah.
And it's like talking about like how the enemy lies to you in your most vulnerable state. And I was just like going through all the lies that I was going through.
Right.
So yeah, that song.
So how do you, and especially in this world, with music, how do you stay authentic, to your cause and to your purpose when people just want you to just water it down? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you continue to stay, motivated to keep on your path? Up until I did clothing, like I always felt like overlooked.
Yeah. So like, and for me, nothing mattered to me more than like people's appreciation. Like I wanted to feel appreciated. I wanted to feel involved. I wanted people to notice me, and I always felt overlooked. But that also developed in me the character of like being okay with not receiving that praise. Right. So like, when I don't receive praise, when I don't receive accolades, when I don't receive that acknowledgement from others, I'm okay with it, bro. Like I'm literally okay with it. And so I think that has helped me a lot to not like care what people think, bro.
Right.
Like, so I can be open and honest because I don't care what you think.
Right.
You haven't lived my life, and I haven't lived your life. If you're bold enough to be honest about your stuff, bro, then you need grace just like I need grace. Right. So like, and so I try to live my life in an authentic place where like people can't heal unless we're being honest. And you might be going through something that I don't know about, but me being open and honest, like, man, listen, man, I'm actually struggling with that too.
Yeah.
So now we can build, and now we can support one another. So I try to live my life from a place of like just being an open book.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Let's get into the legacy, man, because I noticed that is very important to you, man. So beyond the art of the brand, I'm saying, you're also leading as a coach in the Thompson League, man. So as a husband and father, let's talk about that a little bit. You know what I mean? So with you being a coach along with Justin and Tone, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So as a coach, how do you use your platform to mentor the young man that you guys
man.
coach?
So, coaching for me has evolved. Like Thompson League is fun. Like it's something for the community. It's something to keep myself active. I love it. I love the energy. I love everything it stands for. But like, I also coached AAU. I also coached at Covenant School for a few years as the interim basketball coach. So my experience at AAU and literally with the young men, like I'm talking about like teenage, preteens, that has been the most rewarding, bro, because again, the lack of a father figure in my life gave me the desire to like be there for young men in ways where I wish somebody was there for me. Because I felt like if I had somebody there for me, I wouldn't have went through nowhere near the things that I was doing if I had somebody strong and firm and loving in my life. Right. So like I try to be that as a coach. I love everything about coaching. I just like I think the performance or being successful on the court is just an incentive of like the work that we're doing off the court. So I try to all my kids. I have so many dudes that I've coached, man. You know what I'm saying, and that I'm so proud of, bro. It grew me up a lot because I came into coaching, seeing coaching done in a certain way. Very toxic. I came up in a very toxic coaching situation. Even though I was very fortunate to be there, it was very toxic how I was seeing coaching going on. And then I transitioned to that into Covenant. And that's a whole
different ball game.
The demographic changes.
Is way different.
The way you approach kids changes. So I went from two extremes, bro, and then I was able to find a soft medium for the last 2 years of doing coaching. I'm not perfect at all, but it's like having I can't be that way, and I definitely can't be that way. So let me find like somewhere to like rest in the middle. So I found this groove with coaching, bro. I've stepped down from coaching this year just to focus more on my girls because that took up a lot of my time. But I have that itch, bro.
I bet.
It doesn't go away.
It never goes away.
You know, I've been out the game for about 5-6 years now, but like I still get that itch very often when I'm watching basketball. I'm like, I wish I could do that.
It is so bad for me, bro, because like I play 2K. Yeah. So like, the dudes I play 2K with, like, bro, here come Coach D. I'm like, yo, cut the back, screen pin downs and all this stuff on 2K. They're like, bro, man, listen, man, hit the cutter, man. I'm like, man, nah, space it out. Play the middle. Like,
it makes you see the game in a completely different way.
I don't look at basketball the same.
You can't. I don't look at
basketball the same. I cannot casually look at basketball. Yeah. I cannot, bro. And I'm always constantly like, even in my head, I'm like drawing up plays. I'm a real X's and O's coach. So I'm like drawing up plays. I'm like, that inbound was tough, bro. Like, I'm looking at all this stuff and I love it.
It's even difficult to do this interview right now with the basketball game going on. The eyes keep
just seeing the score real quick.
Opening game of the season, baby. They're like, oh, what's going on?
I can turn my phone like basketball. I can turn my phone face down, bro. It's something I like.
But what is one lesson that your players and your daughters have taught you about your leadership?
That I constantly need to grow. I constantly need to grow, bro. Like I'm a student of the game. I'm a student of like I can always be better. Yeah. No matter what I do, whatever I do, I can always be better. And I'm my toughest critic. I know God. Me and God knows. Right. Like I'm so talented, and not trying to boast, but like, I'm so talented at different things that it's easy for me to coast or easy for me to like go in a situation and just wing it because I'm good at talking or I'm good at this. But it's like, if I actually take my time and I put the effort and the energy that it's supposed to hit and honor it, then I can be honest and say that like I need to grow. Yeah. So like I really feel like there's always room for me to grow. Like coaches clinics or watching YouTube videos for hours of Coach K on how he did this or Dean Smith or how he did this. So just always trying to grow, man. Yeah, it'd be better.
How do you keep your faith strong, man, with all the hats that you wear, juggling everything from your daughters to coaching to the game of hip hop? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I mean, this season that I'm in currently, bro, has been one of the most trying seasons of my life since losing my sons. And the thing that has been very evident for me is that God is for me, right? I believe that God is for me. I believe his heart for me is good and that he wants better for me than I want for myself. So that as my foundation has allowed me to like find peace in like whatever I'm going through right now. So it's like, why am I stressing about certain things when I know that I have God on my side? Why am I stressing about certain things when I know that God is for me? Like trying to find peace in that and trying to stop getting in the way, bro. I get in the way a lot, like because I'm a doer. Right. So like when things aren't moving fast enough for me, I like to try to like make it happen.
Yeah, impatient. I'm the same way.
Man, and then, but for me, it never works out. Yeah. And it's like God is like, no, because you need to wait. You need to be patient. Mm-hmm. You can have that, but on my time. Yeah, yeah. But I'm like, is it down? Because I'm ready. Sure, I got it for you. If you need it, I got it. But like, yeah, like I'm just trying to be patient, man, and just trust God, bro. Yeah, like that's literally where I'm at.
When it's you and God, what do you thank him for the most?
Oh man, for another chance to get it right. Like time after time, bro, I get it wrong. Yeah. And I think believers like. Just a life of believers, like constantly like falling short of like his expectation for us. Right. And I'm so grateful like he is not quick to anger. I'm so grateful that he's not like unmerciful. Like there's things that if it was exposed would like blow up everything that I have going on. At the times when it happened or people will look at me certain ways, it's like he has kept me covered through all of my imperfections. Right. So like I'm just so grateful that like he loves me that much that he has covered me through my most frustrating, immature, petty, blatantly disrespectful moments of my life. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just grateful that he never gave up on me and gives me another day to like work on making it right.
Yeah, man. Are you ready to have some fun?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
This is my favorite segment of the show, man. But here is the questions that we ask: is the would you rather? Okay. So we're going to get into this segment if you're ready to have some fun.
Yes, let's get into it.
Let's get into it, man. All right. Would you rather design clothes that make people look good or ones that make them feel seen?
Oh, man. I'm trying not to think too deep on that. I would just say that make them look good, bro. I'm going to look good. I feel like when you look good, you feel seen.
Good. Yeah. Hey, I like that. That is true. That was smooth. Would you rather your brand blow up overnight or grow slowly with purpose and integrity?
Jesus. Man, can I be honest?
Yeah.
I want to blow up overnight.
Yeah.
I think I'm at a place where the purpose and integrity is there, and is increasingly like I'm becoming more and more aware of that. I live by biblical principles. I have a moral compass. All of these things, but like I would just love for like LeBron James to like come across my way by accident and just put myself on, and then I was like, boom,
blow it up. That's what I'm talking about. Would you rather collaborate with a major label or keep 777 100% independent and faith driven?
Definitely independent and faith driven.
Yeah. Would you rather be known for your style or your story?
Man, that's tough.
I don't know how long it takes for him to think about these questions.
Both of them, like, that's yin and yang.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, my story is entwined with my style, and my style entwined with my story. Yeah. But if I have to choose one, bro, it has to be my story, because everybody asks me, like, what does 777 stands for? And like, I don't have a condensed version for nobody. 5 years to I still like, well, you know, I went back to jail. And I'm like, oh my God, praise God. Let me buy something from you, young man, because you're a good young man. I'm like, man, praise God.
Send them a link to this podcast. Right. They can get the full story. So most of the story.
Right.
I'm gonna give you some music questions now, man.
Okay.
Would you rather write one song that changes your life or one that changes someone else's?
Dang, bro. I know what to say.
Yeah.
I know what to say. But
this is one of them. This is a segment where you gotta like, yeah.
Change my life.
Change your life?
Yeah, change my life.
All right. Would you rather have your lyrics remembered or your actions repeated?
My actions repeated.
Gotcha. Would you rather your daughters remember you for your faith or your success?
My faith.
All right. And one more, man. Would you rather be known as a great father or a great leader? If you can only choose one. Yeah, that's the hard one.
I'm gonna say father. Like my girls in my world.
Yeah. All right.
I got one.
Okay.
Thompson League championship or AAU championship?
AAU, man. Forget Thompson. I got 2 of them things. I got 3 of them things already.
Yeah,
man. Now for AAU, bro, that means I got close, bro.
Yeah.
Like, so I coach Chance and all, like a lot of dudes from around here, bro. So 1 year, bro, I think it was 8th grade year, bro. We went through we were in the UA circuit, the Under Armour circuit, and they have sessions. So like you have 4 sessions before you get to the final session, the finale. So we went I think we went like, it's 4 games each session. So we went like 14-2. Dang. So we were like in the top, we was in the platinum bracket. So we playing against all of the sponsor teams, coaches watching, everything like that. This is 8th grade, right? We got to the final 4 of that, bro. And this is Charlottesville-based team. We got to the final 4, dog. We played. Y'all, I don't know if you know, but Elliot Cadeau, he played for UNC last year, right? He plays at Michigan now, but we played against his team, which is Renaissance. We were up on them, bro. And the game if we'd have beat them, we were gonna play the other Thrill team from Baltimore, and they weren't as strong as us. So we would have won. We would have won it, right? We were up on Elliot Cadeau on them like 15 points at halftime. My boys got so complacent, bro. We ended up losing by like 20.
Oh my God. Oh, I know that hurt. I can see the pain in your face now.
I'm talking about Joe was so mad at me because when Joe came, because Joe left, because we kind of interchanged with coaching. So we're like, so we might all start coaching the game, but we have all these different teams. So another coach got to go with another team.
Y'all used to kill me with scheduling AAU tournaments, trying to fit.
Yes, bro.
Fit all y'all games in a different time frame so that everybody can get to coach one team.
So when Joe came back, and he was like, he looked at the score, we like only up like 2 points within like the first 5 minutes of the second half. He like, what going on? And I have no more time. I just blew all my time. I had to cuss them boys out till I can't cuss no more. I'm livid, bro. And it just got away from us, bro. And we lost, bro. So we finished in the Final Four. But I'm like, if I could take that moment back, but I wanted that so bad for them. But yeah, I definitely AAU championship. Yeah. But me and Bert won one.
Yeah.
We won one with Vision 2 years ago. So we won the AAU national championship. We had a 15-year-old team. We had a 15-under team. We played up 16U at Boo Wims, and we won that.
Okay.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
So I do have one, but I wanted that for sure.
Man.
And the AAU scene is crazy. Especially like in recent years. Did you play AAU growing up? I don't
No,
think we
man.
touched base on that.
No, I didn't play AAU because around here, AAU now is like you can go
anywhere.
Everybody has an AAU team.
Right, everybody. Mm-hmm.
Back then, it was only one AAU team.
Yeah.
It was the Crusaders.
Crusaders. And if you didn't make that team,
man, and you couldn't make the team. They had everybody from Miller, Stab,
Squad,
Blue Ridge. They had all the best players in the area on that team. So it's like, I was a 6-man on my JV team, bro. Like with NBA dreams. But like, if you made that team, then it was like you were like that. You were really like that. So I didn't play growing up, but man, coaching it is just probably top 5 experiences.
Yeah,
it is. And I know you touched base on it earlier about like the passion behind it and like putting more, not just on the court. The success is on the court, but like it's a result of like the things that you guys are doing off the court. And I coach AAU as well, and it's no better feeling. Especially when you're working with the kids that we work with, and watching them grow out through the years, but also knowing that you as a person, as a lot of the kids that we coach with didn't have fathers in their life, so we are those male role models in their life, and we really took our time to make sure that they had a place to go 2-3 nights a week for practice. 2-3 times a month we're on the road.
I'm not coaching. I'm not coach that. But before we go, if we got a tournament on Saturday, everybody's staying out of my house on Friday night. I'm that type of coach. So like, I used to keep all of them with me, bro. Like all the kids I coached, they used to always spend out of my house, bro. Like I kept them with me at all times. So like when they drive it, everybody, like other coaches or whoever, like, man, I don't gotta run my car. I'm like, man, pack my car down. Because my thing was, I was like, I felt like a lot of those dudes were like little me's, bro. Like they just need somebody to believe in them. They need somebody to like to be there and be firm when they need to be firm, but like also show them like life and like help them think through some things, and like, because this AU for a lot of them is just an escape.
Right.
Like basketball is just an escape, so like to turn that escape into a tool is what I was trying to do. Like let's use this to mold, like, because this could take you somewhere.
Right.
Like how bad do you want it? If you want it, let's get you there.
Right. All right, we got another segment that we like to call. It's the one-word challenge, man. I'm going to bring up a series of individuals in our community.
Okay.
And you just have one word that you have to
like the first thing come to mind.
First thing to come to your mind. Okay. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Let's do it. Goes quick.
Oh my God, GOAT. Man, funny. I say that. OG. Mixed feelings.
Yeah.
Mixed feelings. Oh, the GOAT. Gospel GOAT.
Throwing curveballs.
Disappointment. My guy. Oh, the GOAT. Definitely the GOAT. Applaud that brother, man. Hey, that's really my favorite act of all time right there.
Sir.
And artist. Definitely top dog.
Yes, sir. That was the last one, dog. Man. That was the last one.
Yeah.
So Dave, you want to take over the flowers?
So every episode we like to do a segment where we give, our guests the opportunity to give flowers to anybody who's meant something in their journey, or somebody that they really look up to or has helped them along the way. So now this is the opportunity. If you have anyone that you want to give flowers to and show appreciation, show love, now is the time to do so.
Just one person?
No, you can do as many as you want.
I learned that from the first episode with him. I gave him 3.
I'm gonna make it quick because we talk about different aspects of my life.
Right.
I think coaching wise, Joe Mallory. He was the first person to believe in me coaching.
That's
he
the
brought
goat
me
for
onto
real.
he brought me onto his team, allowed me to coach his son, allowed me to coach all those players for those years, and really trusted me with coaching. And he taught me a lot of coaching. So for coaching, Joe Mallory, hands down.
For sure.
Music wise, Lecrae.
Yeah.
Definitely Lecrae, because I was incarcerated down in Lunenburg Correctional, right? And it was this dude on the campus that everybody knew. He was like that joker right there. He the nicest dude to play ball, bro, and he can rap. But it's like he go to church all the time, so they used to like talk down on him. So like me and him was never in the same building or pods, but like one day on the yard, I think I was going to the gym for one of my games because they have basketball leagues in prison. I don't know why I thought that was so funny. It's like they have to find something to do, bro.
Right.
I actually did not know that.
I didn't know that.
So like you walk out your building, like the prison yards, these compounds are huge, bro. So like I'm in building like 4C, and we have to walk all the way from like here to like to probably the BP, and to the gym for our game at 6:00 at night. Jeez. And I passed dude, and I'm like, bro, like we knew each other for rap. He knew about me. Somebody told him about me rapping. They used to call me Baby Drake. Listen, I did not accept that. I think just the way I was flowing. Drake,
right.
Young Money was a huge influence in my life back then.
Right.
So he's like, yo, you like you do people call Drake, right? I'm like, yeah. It's so weird to say that, bro. I was like, I said, but you rap? He said, yeah, bro. I want you to hear something. He had his headphones on. He put my headphones on, and he was playing this dude who was rapping Christian. I was like, yo, this dude hard, and the beats were crazy. I never heard nothing like it, and it was Lecrae.
Yeah.
And that CD playing it, now it's like I get out and I'm like looking up everything Lecrae. Like, so I became a fan. That was the first dude I became a fan of Christian rap music. So music wise, Lecrae. Fashion wise, I'm going to say Papers, Quentin Harrell.
Yeah.
Quentin, he was, when I was young coming up, he had his stores in the mall, whatever. And Quentin was the first dude, man, that allowed me as a young artist to put my music in his stores to sell.
Wow.
So when he had a store at Fashion Square Mall, like I took him all. You used to burn. We used to burn out.
Yeah.
I took a whole 100 pack of CDs I burnt and wrote Sharpie on them and took it to him like. He put them in the glass case. He was like, whenever I sell, I'll give it to you. So he did that for me. So he inspired me on the entrepreneurial side of it, and seeing how he ran his business. And then just fatherhood, man. It's so many people, man. But one person that I have seen do fatherhood very well is Will.
Yeah, definitely.
Will.
Definitely.
Will. Me and Will had a lot of conversations, and a lot of talks, and I just love the way he has raised, the boys and the girls. So yeah.
Yeah. That's what's up, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Now we have another part of this where, we allow you to give the opportunity to, say a message to the people or something that you want to, let the people know is inspirational, whatever, quote, scripture, but anything that you want to say to, the people who are watching.
Yeah. I don't think that anything like that comes to the top of my mind, but like what I hope to like do is to show people that it's never too late to like really step back or step into or back into who you were called to be. Right? I talked about feeling lost and like being in a lost place, and how more recently I've been reclaiming that territory in my life back. It feels right that as I'm entering in my 40s, I'm really feeling like I'm one of the most authentic versions of myself, where it's like who you see is who you get.
Right.
That has, for most of my 30s, I was never what it was. I was always doing some sly, slick,
right.
Or I wasn't authentically who I should be. But I feel like who you get now is who I am, and I'm unashamed about that. I'm no longer like, oh, I can't be this way because I'm trying to be this. I'm not trying to be nothing but who I'm supposed to be, and I don't have this. I don't have this feeling no more to have like 1 foot in and 1 foot out no more. It's either hot or cold, and I'm choosing to be hot. So, and not lukewarm anymore. So, yeah.
I just got one more question for you, man. When people speak your name years from now, what energy or legacy do you want them to feel?
Man, so that's something that's constantly on my mind, bro. Like, and I don't know if it's healthy, but like I always think about like when I'm being, when people are coming to my memorial or whatever, like when I'm dead, like what are people going to say about me?
Right.
And what I want them to be able to say, and the way I hope to live my life is that people was like, he was somebody who cared about me. Like he showed he cared about me by the way he showed up for me. He loved people. Like there was nobody he had issues with. He was very respectful. He did hold like people are like he didn't have those favoritisms. He treated everybody the same. He showed love. He supported people. And he tried to make us laugh through whatever we was going through. Like, 'cause I love like my family call me the antagonist because I'm always like trying to find ways to be stupid and funny or whatever. But like he wanted to laugh his way through life. Through the highs and the lows. So yeah.
That's what's up, man.
So the 777 brand.
Yeah, man.
Again, thank you for the gifts today because as soon as it came out, I was one of them ones. I'm like, yo, I'm buying. I rock with it, but I try to support all the local clothing companies. Yeah. But for the brand, is there anything new that's coming out anytime soon?
Yeah, man. So I've been transitioning the brand. Of course, I still got my stuff that I do, but like a lot of the stuff I've been doing is like contracting work. Yeah. So I've been working with a lot of people. Like me and Prolific, we done a lot of stuff like the jerseys they drew, the mesh jerseys.
Yeah. That was you?
Yeah.
I found that out.
Yeah. I found that out not too long ago. That joint is tough.
Yeah,
dog. That's my favorite joint, man.
So I just recently did some hoodies for Monticello football team.
Word.
So like I'm really big into the collaboration process, bro. And like I want people to like really have and I'm not saying I'm the best, bro, right. But I want people to really like feel good and like really style whatever it is. Mm-hmm. So like I'm really big on like, collaborating with other businesses and like bringing whatever vision they have to life. Personally for my brand, I'm doing a pre-order this week, starting Friday, for my, the oversized hoodie and sweats that I'm doing for, this fall and winter. So yeah, man, just still trying to be active. Like I realized like me again, and I know, y'all know this, like when you I'm one of those people who's like when I'm into something, I put everything into it. Mm-hmm. Like I put all my resources, all my energy into it. And like for my brand, I've done it for like 5 years. Like this past summer was 5 years for me. Wow. And so I've done that so much. And I had to kind of rethink. I'm like, man, like I'm putting every dollar back into the brand.
I feel
so
you. I do the same thing.
It's the point where it's like I'm like, and of course, like with any business, there's highs and lows, right? Mm-hmm. So like, do I want to be sitting on a lot of overhead?
Right.
So I'm kind of returning to a model where it's like, I used to just, I drop $10,000 on multiple seasons, and I have like 3 collections in one season. Like I was doing that a lot, and I was like, man, that's insane. Mm-hmm. So it's like I'm trying to scale back because I wanted people to get everything I was able to produce. Right. So now it's like, okay, well, I'll present it. I'll come up with design or whatever, and I'll present it, and people can order what they want.
Right.
Yeah.
Instead of me trying to just spend all my money to get all of it in.
Yeah.
And
Smart.
It sells eventually, but everything don't sell out. Like some things sell out, but everything don't sell out. Mm-hmm. So it's like if I'm sitting on it, I'm just like,
yeah.
So I was like, man, I'll just start going back to some pre-order stuff where it's like you can see if you like it, you can order it. Right. It'll be here in 2 weeks. Boom, you got it. Gotcha. So like so we have the pre-order store on this Friday. I am bringing some stuff in that I'll have on hand, but it won't be the full catalog of what I've offered for the season. So yeah, so that's that. And then man, really, man, I'm getting into like the mode of like wanting to vendor more, get into stuff like that. So like, applying for like Invest Fest or stuff like that. I'm going out there trying to expand more, man, and get, just get my brand out there more. Yeah. Outside of social media marketing and stuff like that. So yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Now you say you're going to do the pre-order this Friday. Where can people, find the link for the pre-ordering, or what is that? What's your socials? Drop all that for the people so definitely. That when Friday drops, we're ready.
So I have a website. So my website is 777brand.com. So it's SVN, the number 7, then V. llbrand.com. And then I do a lot of, posts and stuff on Facebook. Facebook, Shadee Gilliam. Then on Instagram, I have my personal page, which is I am Shad Gill. And then also my business page, which is SVNSVII 2 brand on Instagram.
For sure. Yeah, make sure y'all follow.
Facts.
Yeah, y'all need to get this pre-order. Y'all need to get this pre-order.
We're blessing you. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, like, man, I'm excited, man. I love the creation process, bro. I love, seeing, like, bro, y'all don't understand. as a creative and as a designer, you don't understand the feeling of like seeing somebody wear your stuff, and like that matters, bro. Like that's why I'm always posting pictures or stories of people sending me pictures of my stuff because it matters, bro.
Definitely.
That like. I don't say that's what I do it for, but like that's a big part of like what inspires me to keep going in those days where it's like money is slow or the inspiration ain't there. It's like seeing people like, yo, hit me up like, yo, what's next? What you got going on? I was like, man, let's get to it.
It's hard to describe that feeling.
It's crazy, bro.
I can't even imagine. But man, it's been an honor to be here.
Thank you, brother.
To interview you, man. I've learned so much about you, the person that you are from the person that you were, and man, it's such an inspiration.
Thank you.
Your story is amazing.
Your
bro.
story is absolutely amazing, and I ain't gonna lie, man, it's inspiring. Bro.
Thank you, bro.
So thank you for coming to the Wattz Effect, man.
Definitely.
Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to the Wattz Effect, man. I am your host, DJ Reggie Wattz.
I'm Shad Gill.
And that's your boy DJ W.
And we'll see you on the dance floor near you. Let's go.